Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Steampunk Starraisin.
Of AmberStreet.com. Hello.
All right, so I have... Where?
I'm here in Hollywood. Anyway.
Excellent. I haven't spoken to you in a while. I know we've both been busy doing different things.
Yeah.
So, how you been?
I've been okay.
Yeah? All right. What's new?
I'm still working on LA Without a Car. I'm co-producing and I'm editing it, but the problem is it's been very slow editing the movie because the executive producer and the director of the film, we've been having some disagreements, and he wants to micromanage everything and re-edit everything. So it's a little bit of a problem. I'm not sure if this movie will get done. This sometimes happens with Hollywood projects. He sat on this movie for 6 years, and he's trying to make up for in post-production editing for what he didn't do in production, and I just don't think it's going to work very well. The main reason why is he's having me getting down to the wire where I'm editing, I'm taking one word that Michael Pollard says and then editing it with another word because he didn't record it that way, and then dubbing it over a scene that doesn't even match his lips. And so
Wow.
I every time I tried to do constructive criticism, we usually get into a
What happened to your hand?
Oh, I got attacked on the street about a month ago, so I hurt my wrist.
Oh, wow. Have you been to any conventions, or have you been to any movies lately?
I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. That was the last movie I saw.
Okay. Do you like it?
I did. It was really good. I didn't bother to go see The Mummy, and apparently I wasn't alone in that. A lot of people thought that movie sucked.
Right. Did you see Spider-Man?
Not yet. I plan to go see Spider-Man on Tuesday when I can go see the movie for $8 instead of having to spend $18.
Wow. I know it's $10 here, just as matinee.
Yeah, well, here, if you get, I think it's in 3D, it's $18. In 2D, it's $16.
Wow.
But if you go on Tuesdays, over there's a big theater called LA Live or the Regal Cinema.
Right.
That's also where they have Los Angeles Film Festival there. It's a really nice theater, state of the art. And Tuesdays you can get $3 popcorn and $8 going to a movie. So that's usually when I go see new movies. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm tight up money, so I usually don't go see movies when they're first run, unless it's Star Wars.
Oh, have you been able to see what's been going on with Doctor Who?
Yeah, I just there was a deal where they gave me a $25 rebate because I have AT&T for cellular service, and so I signed up with DirecTV Now, which is kind of like DirecTV, but you can get it on your phone, you can get it on your tablet, and I now have mobile hotspot on my phone enabled now because AT&T is becoming more competitive, and so now I can get on the internet wherever I go from my laptop.
So now you have the ability to see Doctor Who, not yet though.
Yeah, I've seen all the way up to episode 7.
Okay, all right. So we'll probably get you on a Real Whovians when you get caught up, and also I do want to get your review of Spider-Man Homecoming because I'm interested in seeing what your take is on it. My take has been surprisingly shocking for people because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I've loved every movie, and I hated this movie. So it's going to be interesting to see what you think of it.
Preliminary evaluation based on the trailers. I mean, it looks like it could be entertaining, but I'm a little concerned that they cast somebody that doesn't even look like Mary Jane. That's supposed to be playing Mary Jane.
Well, she's not Mary Jane, but
oh, okay. I thought this movie had Mary Jane in it. But
not really. Just the initials, but her name is Michelle. So they're not gonna. She's not gonna be. She's not going to be a Mary Jane character, but he's going to call her MJ, but it's not going to be the MJ that we know it's going to be just initials only, like just have them say MJ.
And it's the showdown between Spider-Man and Batman. Never mind.
I was lost. I'm like, what? Yeah. Oh, Michael Keaton, right. Well, he was great. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. This movie to me is just,
and he has a super suit, kind of like Batman.
This movie is just I'm disturbed. Very disturbed by this movie. I love.
Well, that sounds intriguing, though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's weird. I think Tom Holland is a great actor, but I think that the script is, horrible. So
well, some people are complaining about continuity errors with the.
Well, there's 1,000, but well, I don't want to spoil anything for you. So I want you to I want to see your reaction when you see it. When you're ready, tell me, because I really value your opinion and I want to see what you think of it from different perspective, from your Hollywood-esque background and your knowledge of, me, I'm a comic book guy, so I'm like really critical of Spider-Man.
I'm working on another movie and helping. There's this transgender woman that I'm working for called Godmother, and she's heavily influenced by Divine. I feel like ever since Divine died, Divine worked with John Waters in movies like Pink Flamingo and Polyester, became like a pop culture cult icon.
Right.
And so I feel like ever since Divine died in 1988, there's been really no void to fill that. And we need something different in Hollywood. So I'm going to be working on a movie called The Mustard Family. And it'll be co-written by me and the Godmother. That's what she's going to be known as, the Godmother. And reluctantly, I'll have a speaking role, but I'm going to try to minimize my role as much as possible because I don't really fancy myself to be an actor, but I'll be directing and co-writing. But the Godmother, she came up with the basic story synopsis, and it's going to be the story of the Mustard family. I love this concept. And they're cannibals, and they keep their face young with period juice.
Oh, this is going to be a blockbuster that's going to propel you to be famous in Hollywood now.
Well, if you know anything about the history of Pink Flamingos, you've ever seen the movie Pink Flamingos?
No.
When I took film class in college, I took 2 years digital multimedia. The 1972 film Pink Flamingos, it's like the grossest, best film I've ever seen. Oh, my God.
You're going to be rich and a millionaire in a mansion, and you're going to be still doing podcasts with me, with my hoodie on or my blazer on. That's going to be hysterical.
As long as it's not with Mike D. But anyway,
all right. Well,
yeah. Anywho, that's another side note. But so John Waters, he did this over-the-top movie. I studied it when I took an editing class in college, and my instructor was like, you need to see this film. It's an art film, and it's so over-the-top gross and so over-the-top offensive that it's an interesting, bizarre film that you'll still love. And she was right. And it had so much shock value that it made John Waters' career. John Waters is more famous for directing Hairspray. Right. But he did movies like Polyester as well. He's done a lot of other movies. He's kind of semi-retired now. But in Pink Flamingos, Divine plays, she's like a godmother. And I think that's where Godmother gets her name from, kind of paying homage to that film. She's like a godmother that runs an organized crime family, and she has a couple of sons. And she has one son who kidnaps women and rapes them in the basement.
Oh, my God.
Well, they rape them in the basement, and then they keep them hostage and impregnated, and then they sell the babies for extra money. And then he rapes women. He has a fetish with chickens. So you see him. He's smashing. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm just trying to tell you.
What is this? That's a movie?
It's called Pink Flamingos.
No. Yeah, no.
It made John Waters famous. Trust me.
Yeah.
It was successful. 1972.
Oh. Yeah, no. I don't think I'm going to see that. No. That's all right. Go scared there. No, it's all right.
Okay. And then Divine actually got tapeworms because she ate real dog shit.
Oh, God.
So...
What? Tapeworms from dog shit?
Well, there's a scene. It's just
all right. Yeah. No. You know what? I don't
Okay.
think I want to know that. Yeah, no, but thank you.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Right.
It sounds like the movie would have been a disaster and would have bombed, but it
I-
did very well in
But,
1972.
well, yeah.
And it made John Waters' career because
Hey,
it was a low budget. It was a low budget indie film. So yeah, we're gonna have like a cannibal family that eats people. They do vampire facials. They do
oh,
facials with period juice, and the movie's gonna be called The Mustard Family. Get it?
yes, I guess.
Mustard,
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
Not so fresh feeling on this everything. All right.
Well,
When it's
I'm
crazy
sorry.
in
I'm sorry.
directions, that's okay. I mean, you
I'm
know,
sorry
hey,
to horrify you,
that's
but
you know what? Hey, there's a lot of things that horrify me, but this just
Kim Kardashian made her career by offending people. And now
right.
she's laughing at the bank.
Right, yeah.
It's paid $15.
Now we're talking about
$15 a
Kardashians.
week.
I don't.
Well, I'm just saying
Right.
something that's offensive. Black.
Could we
comedy.
change the subject to like superheroes or something, so I could just
Okay.
cleanse my mind of and not Spider-Man Homecoming,
What
but
about superheroes?
well, I mean, are you excited about that they have synopsises for Flash and Arrow and you know the new seasons of Flash and
Well,
Arrow?
I was a little with the way the Flash season 3 ended. I was a little bit perplexed. It seemed a little bit anticlimactic the way they killed off the villain, you know, and it just there were some things that didn't really make any sense.
Like who survived?
Yeah, well, it's like Iris is able to shoot future Barry Allen in the back with a gun, but yet he still has his Speed Force powers, so he should still be able to outmaneuver.
Well, this is the thing I'm kind of weird about, right?
Yeah.
HR is dead. Wait.
Yeah.
HR is dead, but because Savitar didn't exist, is he still alive or?
Well, I mean, you know, the time travel logic in Flash has never made sense, even from season.
So, like, HR is still dead.
Right? Well, yeah, HR is still dead. I mean, keep in mind that.
But that other guy,
Harrison Wells died in season 1, or actually died before season.
And this Harrison Wells is another.
And then the.
So they went to Harrison Wells Walmart, they just picked up another Harrison Wells to cover the season. Well, right?
yeah, but
because that's just
basically Savitar was a future incarnation.
I know. I saw it, but I'm just trying to question.
I'm trying to explain the twisted time travel logic. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, so basically, the reason why Savitar needed to kill Iris.
That. But my point is that if he doesn't really, I mean, he's a time. What was he, like a time remnant?
Well, I think in real life, if you were the time travel, it'd be causal and effect. If you were to kill Savitar,
I mean, he doesn't exist really. So how could that be?
And then, but it's the same thing with.
HR shouldn't be dead, right?
It's the same thing with Reverse Flash of season 1.
But he's still alive now, though. I mean, that's.
Yeah, but it makes no sense because he disappeared at the end of season 1.
But then he came back to the Flash in the season.
Yeah, because he was like a timeline remnant.
I don't. All right, I'm getting confused. All right, forget about Flash.
But it's a little bit anticlimactic, and it was slightly disappointing, I would say, the season finale. I hope that they fill up some of the plot holes of season 4. The interesting thing is I hear that Kid Flash, for the first few episodes, will take over as the main Flash.
Which I'm not crazy about.
And Barry Allen's going to be, like, trapped.
I heard that they're going to rescue him in the first episode, though. I heard that
they may rescue him.
I heard they're going to try to get him out of there, and he's going to be sued and all kinds of crap and whatever. And, the team Flash
I mean, and then that was another problem I had with the season finale. Killer Frost destroys Black Flash. She killed him so easily. Again, Killer Frost, even though she's powerful and has ice powers, can freeze people, close to absolute zero. The Black Flash is super fast. Should have been able to dodge that. It just seemed a little bit. Oh, we need to tie this up. Let's just put it together.
Well, Legends of Tomorrow was 2 big, weird directions they're going for next season also. I mean,
I stopped watching Legends of Tomorrow at the beginning of season 2. It just was so over the top. silly and stupid that I just couldn't get into it.
Right.
And in Arrow, I lost interest in Arrow at the end of season 1 because I just started getting bored. It just really bored the crap out of me. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I'm still interested in The Flash. I was just a little bit disappointed with the season finale. It's like you build up this cool character, Black Flash, and then you kill him off really quickly. And then you build up this cool nemesis, Saboteur.
What do you mean, Zoom, you mean?
Well,
You talking about Zoom? You're talking about Black?
Zoom became Black Flash.
Right.
And then Black Flash gets destroyed or killed. I guess you could say he was destroyed because he's kind of a zombie and no longer remembers who he is. Because I did watch some of the Black Flash episodes in Legends of Tomorrow because they did more character development for Black Flash with that, but they never fully explained it. But from what I understand, Zoom is Black Flash, but he doesn't remember. He's like a reanimated corpse. He's undead. He's undead.
Got a question for you now.
Sure.
Is there anything that you're going to in the foreseeable future of conventions-wise?
I'm going to go to Long Beach Comic-Con in September. I'm planning on going to that. And then LA Comic-Con in October, November.
Okay.
I was originally going to go to Anime Expo this month, but I couldn't go. I had stuff going on.
At least you're working, though. That's good.
Right? Yeah. And then
you're getting paid, right?
A little bit, not a lot.
All right, but you're still getting paid. You have a job, technically. I mean, so that's good.
Technically.
It's better than what you were.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I didn't go to VidCon this year because I'm kind of tired of VidCon. Just not a big fan of it anymore.
All right.
Well, VidCon's just basically a stampede of 12-year-old girls, and that doesn't really appeal to me at
What
all.
about, like, video game stuff? Did you go to any of the conventions for that? Like,
I did go to E3.
Okay.
I didn't get to interview anybody. Oh, I could tell you about E3. I was a little bit disappointed with E3 this year because it was easier to get in with a common area. And then again, they wouldn't give me a press badge because they said I needed 100,000 subscribers. I'm thinking about hiding my subscriber count because people use that against you if you don't have enough subscribers. Because I have nearly 1 million views, but I have only – that's the weird thing I never can get about my YouTube channel. I have more views than some people that have 50,000 subscribers. But yet, I mean, like my most popular –
It's weird. I understand. I know.
Yeah, but like my most popular video, I have over 220,000 views on one video. Yeah. And then my second most popular video, I have over 100,000 views. But
in some cases, it makes no sense that, the subscriber count compared to people actually watching. So,
Well, I think it's because I do a lot of videos with celebrity interviews, and they're only interested in, I get a lot of views on some of these celebrity interviews or celebrity coverage. And so a lot of people watch the videos for the celebrities, but then they're not interested in subscribing. They're only interested in watching that one video.
Right.
So I think that's why. But I think so they wouldn't give me a press badge. So I did go to the common area, but they really scaled back on E3 this year. This year at E3, there was no game demos in the common area at all. They had, there was a company selling cappuccino machines, and you could get a free coffee. But that was kind of cool. But it was, I was expecting something more video game like.
Right.
They had a lot of displays. They had God, I can't remember that game. I'll look it up. I posted a lot of photos to Instagram because I couldn't get into the expo room. I couldn't do any game demos this year.
Wow.
And I couldn't interview anybody of any significance. And E3 has become so corporate, like everybody, there's hardly anybody in cosplay anymore. When I first went to E3 in 2012, there was the Hentai Ranger doing his silly shenanigans, and there was a bunch of people in cosplay. So I would just go there and interview cosplayers. But this year, there was hardly anybody in cosplay. The only cosplayers were like professional models that were doing a demo for a video game. Hold on, I went to the Let It Die booth and got some free sunglasses.
Oh, nice. We're going to have to get you on during the week.
Yeah.
So we could do some topic wonders.
There's a picture of me with the Let It Die sunglasses.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Let It Die is an interesting video game. I did some of my research on it on YouTube.
Right.
And it's a pretty cool game, but I don't have a game console, so I can't download it.
What do you think of the whole thing, that the rumor that the entire ship gets, like, the whole of the Enterprise, the Discovery? There's 2 ships, right?
Discovery, yeah.
And the ship that the woman's on, that she's the main character, all those characters get killed, and she winds up joining the other ship. That's what I heard. That she wanted to join Discovery.
I think the Star Trek Discovery is going to suck, to be honest, because they've meddled with it too much. I mean, Brian Fuller was a good choice. He had written several episodes of Star Trek Voyager, and he had written several episodes of Deep Space Nine, and he had worked in production. He worked with Gene Roddenberry. I mean, he was one of the original production people. He was a good choice to be a showrunner, but the CEO of CBS was like, I want to make it Game of Thrones in outer space.
Right.
And then there's like a whole news article about how they're going to throw the Gene Roddenberry rulebook out the window. They've already done this with the movies, and the movies freaking suck.
Right.
All 3 of them. And
we're gonna have to do this during the week, yeah.
No, okay. One last thing I will say was I even heard that the Star Trek 4 is indefinitely delayed because they lost money on Star Trek Beyond.
No, that's not true. They've been writing the script. Simon Pegg has stated since December he's been writing the script, and J.J. Abrams has pulling power to get it done because he's so famous with stuff, so he's getting it accomplished. So it is going ahead. It probably
I don't know why, because Star Trek Beyond didn't make any money.
It will probably it did make some money. It'll probably be released anywhere between 2019 and 2020, but it's definitely happening. It's
well, they spent 100. Okay, global proceeds for Star Trek Beyond, I think, was like $336 million, and they spent $195 million making it, but they spent $200 million promoting it. So.
Well, I don't know about 200. No, they didn't.
They spent a lot of. They spent a lot of money because
it made a profit, but it didn't make as big a profit, supposedly.
Yeah.
But it's still getting a sequel, just like Power Rangers is getting a sequel, even though it shouldn't. Power Rangers should not get a sequel, but it is, and some of the movies that are making a lot of money overseas are getting sequels, even though they shouldn't. But all right, we're gonna No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say what you got. I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just that now that I have a new job.
Okay.
I have a new job now, a new full-time job, and I have to get out of the house by 5 a.m. So I'm trying to cut it short because I'm trying to do a cast for Christmas.
Okay, you can talk. Go ahead. I'll say one last thing. Remember all the hype with The Force Awakens, because they were like, you got the original cast, and it's the first Star Wars sequel in 32 years, and so that generated a lot of hype, and The Force Awakens did twice as much as Rogue One, which Rogue One was still good, but it wasn't as much hype because there wasn't as much excitement because there hadn't been as much a time lapse. Could you imagine if they did a Star Trek movie having Jerry Ryan, having a cameo of Patrick Stewart, having Jake Sisko maybe going into the wormhole looking for Captain Sisko, and having the holographic Doctor? And
that'd be great.
This is what all these characters have been up to for 15 years. I guarantee you that movie would do better.
Oh, it would do phenomenal. It would do
phenomenal.
If they had like them on. Here's the thing. I would suggest that they would have 7 of 9 as the first officer of Enterprise, because Riker is on the Titan or whatever ship he's commanding with Troy. So I would have a mixture of the Voyager crew, because Janeway is his admiral. I would have them as part of the Enterprise crew, and I think it would work. It would have worked fantastic if they would have did it right back then.
From the Star Trek fan base I talked to at comic book conventions, that's pretty much what fans want. And
even if they would have had Kira Nerys as a first officer of Picard, that would have been good too.
Yeah, that would have been good. I mean, we wanted expansion of the Prime Universe. Most fans, I think, are tired of the Kelvin timeline. They're beating a dead horse, in my opinion. Anyway, enough said. I'll let it go.
But you know what makes you wonder? It's like with a ship that big, why wouldn't they have multiple doctors, right? Like a main doctor, then other doctors. You know what I'm saying? Like if something goes wrong and the doctor gets killed, why wouldn't they have multiple
Well, on the
doctors?
Enterprise D, they did, if you remember.
Yeah.
Like
I'm saying they could put the holographic doctor in there with Beverly Crusher, and you could do a lot of stuff.
The Enterprise E had its own holographic doctor.
With Dr. Julian Bashir, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and the Enterprise D, if you remember, I can't remember that female doctor's name. She was an Asian descent. I can't remember her name, but there was a female doctor.
Is that the one that married O'Brien you're talking about?
Yeah, I think it's the one that. No, that's a different character.
Okay.
There was a different character. She was a minor bit character, and she only appeared in a couple episodes.
She assisted Crusher.
Yeah, but she was
like a nurse.
She was Dr. Well, she was a doctor, and they had some nurses too. But technically, if the roster is still the same, the Enterprise E technically, I think, has 3 doctors if you include the holographic doctor.
Right, that's true.
And the Enterprise E also has less crew or less people on board than the Enterprise D, because the Enterprise E is not a family ship. It was a ship designed to fight the Borg. Anyway, go ahead. And I'll let it go with that. I could talk forever.
We're going to get out of here. We're going to talk more about this during the week, because I'm trying to do this tight schedule here, because I do have to get to bed early because I'm a medical biller now. So, all right, we're going to get out of here.
Peace out, motherfuckers.
You don't say your famous line.
Oh,
I will see you.
I'll see you in 25 billion years.
You will.
All right. You have a nice day, and I'll see you in 25 billion years. Anyway,
Take care. Bye for now.